Hello, friends, and welcome. Jim Grey Wolf here with my brother, Christopher Wesley, down in New Zealand at the moment. And I'm sitting here, I should say, not we. Well, he is virtually. I'm here in the Eagle's Roost Sanctuary in Lake Montezuma, up high on the mesa, where we are creating a sanctuary, where I've been working hard with Hailey Love to create a sanctuary here. And Chris will be coming back before long, I know. We've had some interesting things happen, and the last day has been particularly interesting. You see the display behind me here. What we've got there is the large drum. Right here is the white buffalo drum made by my wonderful sister Siraj up in Alaska and her friends. On top of it is a white buffalo pelt, which I was given to protect. That's another story for another time. It's here, it's protecting. It is a healing pelt, and that's what I've used it for. I've used it a lot with Hailey. We'll be doing it a lot more. And now, as of today, and this is what we want to talk about a little, we see, I'm not good at this, one, two, three white buffalo drums, which we acquired today from my friend Mario Cruz in the area here of Sedona. Um, what an incredible journey that's been today. And I think we'll start with bringing Christopher on because he's the one who first saw that the white buffalo drums were available. Hey, Chris, bring it in, brother.
Well, thank you. Yeah, having seen Mario informing us that the drums were available, it felt not a choice. These drums had to come home. And this is what it feels like to me. They're where they belong. Um, I don't know what to call it. I'm flabbergasted. The energy is such that I don't have my usual words of any sort to describe it. I heard the call for them to come home, and the three of them, I we feel like caretakers. I don't have a sense of ownership with the drums at all. I don't feel anyone can own these drums, and we have become the caretakers for these drums and the journey we're going to have together. Jim and I were journeying together a year ago, and it feels like these had to come with us. They had to come in for our next part of the journey, whatever that is.
Mhm.
I am strongly aware that it's not being planned by us. This is spirit led, and whatever it's going to be will be led by spirit. Yeah, I
Yeah.
almost don't know what else to say. I'm usually very good at sensing energy
Yeah.
and putting it into words, but any one of these drums on its own for me
Mhm.
leaves me speechless. Three of them together, and we had to get to three. I don't know what that's about, but I've followed guidance and spirit with this. And as I say, we have become the caretakers. So thank
That's
you.
great. Yeah. Oh, that's a great description. So it's Chris got hold of me, I guess it was yesterday now, and told me about the drums. And I said, White Buffalo drums, really? And I said, well, yeah, I know Mario. So let me get hold of Mario, which I did. And like Chris was saying, I thought, well, if we could, we'd acquire one of them. Well, now here we are. We have a White Buffalo corner, the big drum, the pelt, the three White Buffalo drums, and they are real, legitimate White Buffalo. Mario's sister runs White Buffalo Ranch that used to be near us here, but it's since moved. Um, and so that's where the pelt came from. He got eight drums from it, I believe he said. And these are the last three. It's interesting because they'll be in New Zealand eventually. We're not sure how that's going to work. Chris is scheduled to come back. Hailey and I have been here doing extensive moving around and connecting, just like Chris and I did last year. And now the next leg will continue. White Buffalo teachings, White Buffalo healings, White Buffalo drum circles are going to be happening. There's no question. Um, and actually, my Inipi, my sweat lodge, is going to go up here in a couple of weeks. And it is, surprise, surprise, the White Buffalo Lodge. So we're surrounded by that right in the time of the prophecies. And Chris shared with me, I'll ask him again in a minute, that he had a vision last night of white buffalo, even before we got these. This took half the day today. This was a process. And oh, I want to just recognize that painting you see above the drums. That's by my brother Bear Cloud. And so I give all respect and love to Bear Cloud for his incredible work because his energy is equally as powerful as the white buffaloes, the wolves, all those that we walk with. So, Chris, tell us a little. What was this vision about?
I was greeted by the white buffalo in the vision, and it took me on a journey showing me the lands that it had trod. It felt happy with its life. It showed me waters that it drunk from, trees and nature that it experienced. It showed me mountains that were important to it. And it took me grazing for a while, just being a part of its life, being a part of its journey, feeling it as it walked its walk. And it was, I can only describe it. It was feeling like walking with an old friend or very familiar friend. And it shared with me near the end of it, as it was just a time for it to leave. It walked into a light, and as it walked in, I saw a woman with it, and it became the size of a calf. And yeah, that's impacted me so much. It, yeah, it just it's left an impact I don't have words for. I don't know what to do with, which is not like me.
Well,
But to see it,
you can usually talk holes in a paper bag.
yeah, um, yeah, it felt like white buffalo calf woman was showing me, and there is work to do with the white buffalo, and I have no idea what this is about, but it was just a feeling as they both trailed off into their journey.
Beautiful. And yeah, I'm going to do a little prayer for this in a minute, but I think as you're talking, I think I just want to, what comes to me, these times are incredible right now. We are right in the heart of the change. And I was talking to multiple people today, including my friend Sananda out in Hawaii. And the changes are just enormous. The veils are so thin right now. Everything's moving back and forth. This journey that Chris and I have been on now for a little over a year, and Hailey and I for like 4 months, and others who we do this with, it's something to perhaps look at and see how you all can incorporate this. You don't have to wait for 3 white buffalo drums to find you, although they might. Chris and I said last night, okay, let's do this our way. We're not going to think about it. We're not going to worry about how we get 1, let alone 3. We're just going to open our hearts and see what happens. And sure enough, all 3 are now here. So I suggest doing that and then standing up because it's time once again to come together. We had an incredible meeting this morning with Becky Big Canoe, and there's going to be more out of that. It's definitely time to unite. So find things, find a drum, find a rattle, sit with a tree, touch a rock, anything in nature, and let's get this moving again. Let's get us moving again. Let's get back in balance. So if I may, I'm just going to play this so everybody can hear it a little. I know it doesn't come over well when I'm recording, but you all will get to, Chris will tell me if it's crazy or not. And we'll just do a brief prayer of opening. We've been smudging. Before you came on, we've been smudging since we've been doing this recording. And that smudge is still burning. The sage is still burning. And here we go. White Buffalo Drum 1. This is actually the one that Chris will carry. He liked the voice of this one the best today. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the sound is not carrying, brother.
You know what happens is the microphone cuts it out when there's music. Stop.
Yeah.
The dogs are barking. They hear it. I wonder if I can set it. If not, you all at least got the energy of it. And we'll figure this out later and set it accordingly. Let's see. There is a way to do it. I've done it before. You can set it for instruments. Oh my. No, it's too difficult to do right now. So, would you like, do you want to start the prayer? Or do you want me to start the prayer? One of us can start and one of us can bring it home.
I can start at the moment. For me, I want to offer a prayer of welcoming the three drums home to become part of whatever the White Buffalo journey is with us. We thought it was immense when we had the White Buffalo hide and we journeyed with that and the healing that has taken place through ourselves and many others that we've shared that with. And recently with Hailey. Now we welcome in the three drums. We welcome in the family of the buffalo, all our relations of the buffalo and the energy they carry. I ask for their guidance, their input, and their healing as and where appropriate. I ask that we be guided to walk this and to walk it in a good way. May we come home to our hearts, our souls, and our purpose in this life and in this walk. Thank you.
Takwiyase. Wakatanka, Tecumseh, Great Spirit, Great Mystery, God, Universe, Mother Earth, Father Sky, ancestors. We thank you, thank you, thank you. We're holding extreme gratitude for this amazing gift of these drums. We thank you for the power they bring. And not to us. We don't need power. We don't seek power. But to the work that we're doing, to the work we are all doing collectively, to standing in the light, to feeding the light, to radiating love around the planet. These drums are going to help us radiate that love. I feel it strongly now. Oh, yeah. These are drums of love. Chris asked me before if it was a male or a female buffalo. These drums are female energy, no question. I can really feel it sitting here. I'm right next to him, obviously. So to me, they're feminine, regardless of what the buffalo was itself, but I suspect it was female. So thank you, Creator. Thank you, Mother. White Buffalo Calf Woman, thank you. Thank you for bringing the teachings and the ceremonies back to the Lakota who are holding. Now it's time to share them again. I share the ones I know. Others will share ceremonies they know. Chris is accumulating ceremonies down there from Indigenous people. And you'll see some work coming from a bunch of us now. And it's all about bringing us together. That's the key right now. Come together and realize we are one mother, one tribe. I also want to thank Mario for his beautiful work on these drums. and for sending out energy. So we felt him and we knew we were to go and talk to him because these will be with the elders for sure. Ooh, allow us to walk whoever and whenever we carry these in the best possible way and only use them to feed the light and allow the light of love to shine forward. All mitakuye, all my relations.
Aho.
Yoho.
Thank you. Blessings be, brother. Yeah.
I guess, folks, Chris's idea was to welcome him home, and I really like that. That's what we're doing. Yeah, with this sanctuary here that's being built, it's a place we welcome people. We did a beautiful drum circle here about a week ago. So we want to continue to invite people in. And these sanctuaries we want to pop up everywhere. So we can gather, do ceremony, teach, share, listen, learn. Let's keep up the good work because we've got this. We are going to be successful. We are welcoming in a new earth in the way it was meant to be, in the way we were told. Male and female in harmony and balance. There's a couple women we do things with. Hailey's one, who, if they were home, they'd be here tonight, but they're both traveling. So it's that balance thing we need to do. Balance with the mother. Listen to the mother. And as Chris and I found out so quickly and rapidly last year, do what she says. Don't think too hard, feel it. Like these drums. We didn't think about it. We felt it, and Mario worked with us, and boom. So again, thank you. Thank you all. We love you all. And I'm just going to ask Chris to just say goodbye or whatever he wants to say to finish this. And we will bid you adieu.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody for listening to this, who sends their love and light to this, the drums, the family, because I feel strongly the sense of family with the buffalo here and these drums.